In this episode of Extreme Makeover Villager Edition, we take Edelwood resident Sly's house to a whole new level. I was fixing to move from my swamp and met Thea on an island tour, and now I live on Edelwood. Although the people are swell, my neighbors keep complaining about my workout routines. I reckon it's 'cause they don't work out enough to understand. Muscle madness! Let me build them muscles! Ooh, yeah, baby! So I called up Tom Nook and decided to look for a new place to live. He set me up with this empty lot, and it's perfect for sprinting and all, but it's definitely missing a few things. Sly called us up, and after seeing some photos of his new area, we couldn't say no to this project. Okay, Sly, take a look at the screen for a moment so I can walk you through our design plan. So we're thinking about doing a water feature, putting some plants here, and maybe a sitting area for you to hang out with your buddies. What do you think? Wow, I'm about as happy as a chick on a dog. Have y'all been working on your brain muscles around here? Hey guys, Froggy Friend here. As you saw in the intro, today we'll be designing Sly's area. I'll be a little chattier in this video compared to my last speed build video since I want to share my design process with you and talk you through how I like to visualize and come up with ideas. Before I actually began making the sketches of how I wanted Sly's area to look like, I first wanted to identify what kind of style I imagined he would like, given his personality as a jock villager and his appearance. As you saw in the little skit at the beginning, I imagined Sly would be from the south of the United States because of the fact that he's an alligator and likes camouflage. I thought that was a cute bit for him and decided to play on that. With this thematic in mind, I decided that I wanted to give him a very natural looking area with trees, a little pond or a swamp or a lake, and some more natural looking furniture items. It made sense to me to give Sly a water feature that was just the right size for him to be able to swim in. Of course, villagers can't actually swim in the water, but I like to pretend he uses it when I'm not around. I kept the pond relatively small since I imagined his area to be compact. Not small really, but rather just the right size and proportioned for everything to synergize well together. After I placed the path down, I realized it looked too symmetrical for me. The purpose of this particular path design that I'm using is to give a natural, worn-out look, so having a straight line wasn't really doing it for me. In order to fix this, I had to diversify the path by being a little more creative with how I connected the different parts of the path together. I changed the way I placed the path down, switching from the Terraforming tool to the Design app. I was skeptical of this strategy at first, but after trying it out, I saw how incredibly helpful it is for visualizing path placement. It was way more efficient and easier to use than the Terraforming tool, much to my surprise. I wanted the path to end at Sly's house and made it similar to the shape of a cul-de-sac. I fashioned it this way to make it seem like this area was more used and worn out compared to other parts of Sly's yard. Maybe this is the spot where Sly works out the most in, or maybe where he likes to chit-chat with the other residents who come to visit him. When designing my villager areas, I like to give a touch of realism to the design. Since Sly, like all the other villagers, wears clothes, coupled with the fact that he lives close by to a body of water, I like to think that he would do his own laundry and hang it up to dry. Another thing I like to do is to customize my villagers' areas with patterns and items that I think would match them, and so I chose a red flannel for Sly since it matches his southern and woodsy vibe. There wasn't enough space for me to place trees or more furniture down, so I built another layer of cliffs to fix that. I wanted to separate Sly's drinking water from his pond water and chose to place down a well for him, along with a tin bucket for him to collect water in. Since Sly is a jock villager, he of course needs some workout equipment. I thought a red barbell was both aesthetically pleasing and the right kind of exercise equipment he'd like. I'm adding more to the bottom layer since I want to add a little hill behind Sly's house where I can plant trees on. Doing this would give the area a little bit more depth and would hide the resident services building as well as any other structure I decide to put behind Sly's house. The reason you see me going back and forth is because I'm checking the layout from different angles. I find that this helps me check whether or not I like how I place certain things down, so I can go back and change things if I don't think it looks good. So here's most of the furniture items put down in place. I wanted to see how Sly's house would fit into the scenery, so I'll time travel to the next day to finalize the design and add things here and there that I feel are missing. Alrighty, so here's what the area looks like with Sly's house in place. Already I can tell that there are spots that feel as though they have something missing, such as the top right corner behind the cedar tree and a few things in Sly's bathing/sitting area. All I need to do is just add a few more finishing touches and the design would be just about finished. It looks like everything is coming together nicely, so there are just a few more things I want to place down, and then Sly's yard would be finally finished. The area seemed to be lacking in greenery, so I put a few tea olive bushes down around the corners of the cliffs. This is actually my favorite bush type because I love the shape of the leaves and the colors when it's in bloom. As you can see, I was struggling a lot with putting the barbecue down, but eventually I was able to find a spot for it. Well guys, that concludes this video. If you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe because this helps me with the YouTube algorithm. The algorithm is pretty harsh on small creators, so it would help me out a lot. Thanks so much guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! It's been a few days since Sly's consultation with the team, and his house is finally ready. It's time to move that bus! Wow, y'all really did it. This is amazing. I'm glad you liked it. That would be 1,500,000 bells, please.